I just happened to overhear somebody bad talking my boy P right now in the hallway, and this is the kind of stuff that I'm talking about. Somebody,
you gotta kind of tell them. You gotta draw the picture who it was and why.
Let me draw a picture. Okay. All right. Just like myself, P here has had his hair short for a very long time. So
fades, just covatus.
Every week, man, if he had a little bit of hair on the side, he had to go at lunchtime. Don't even lie either, because I know a couple times you had some fuzz. It came back clean.
That's funny.
Don't think nobody noticed. Didn't notice. Yeah, I noticed that mess. So that's who we're talking about. Someone that's always clean. Yeah, you didn't escape that, man. People saw that. All right. So the past, I don't even know how long it's been. We're about to go find out, but
it's been a couple of months.
It's probably been a couple months. Yeah. So he's growing out his hair, and out the blue, man, somebody just came through and said, "What did he say?"
You don't look right with hair.
He said, "You don't look right with hair."
Because in 5 years, he's never seen my hair this long.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's an older gentleman, a colleague, and he's typically pretty, clean shaven as well. So to see me with growing out my hair for whatever reasons that he thinks I may be doing it, he didn't. it just kind of threw him off.
Yeah, so that's some prejudice right there.
And he's not the only person, and I get mixed because, I love the look of the fade, the clean cut, line, tapered, and other people like to see hair on the head. Yeah. And in fact, I talked to my mother the other day, and whenever I cut my fade, I like the skin fade. I like it real short, real precise, clean. And it wasn't until now that I grew my hair, because before she would tell me, "I don't like it when you cut your hair so short." Well, now that I'm growing out my hair, she's like, "Can you cut your hair short?" Yeah, And other people have stated, I like that look on you. I like the hair on you. And I'm at the stage right now. I love to see it grow, love to feel it grow, but I don't think it necessarily looks good.
I think it looks good, man.
Some people just, I guess, think it looks good. I don't know.
It's funny. I think a lot of times people, they're used to seeing you a certain way, and then when you all of a sudden look different, either they look one of two ways. Either you look better or you look worse.
Right.
But I know
sometimes just different.
It probably feels good to have something on your head, though, right?
After
having it short for so long.
Right. And it just takes me back to when I had longer hair. I had it long enough to braid. I had it braided in patterns, and it was coming down my neck. And I remember the whole process, combing it out and tying it up with do-rags and wraps and whatever.
That's been a while. And I haven't seen that, but I did see the pictures, and man, it looks super clean. That's the kind of look that I like. There's a few people out there that with the hair down looks kind of funny, like myself, I think. But when you have the hair pulled back or in braids, man, it's a whole clean look. How long do you think it'll take for you to get your hair long enough to braid from this point forward?
I'd say a couple more months. Basically because it's not very difficult to braid shorter hair. I know you get that awkward stage where it's at a length that it doesn't look good if you pat it down or if you comb it out, but if it gets to that a certain length within that awkward stage, you can braid it. And when you get your braids, you
can braid through the awkward stage. You
can braid through the awkward stage, exactly.
So what's that might be your method of getting through the awkward stage, but do you have another method, or what are you thinking of right now to get through? You wearing hats? When
I'm in the outside of work, I wear a do-rag. At work, at this point right now, it's not very long, but it's it's puffing out a little bit. I like to kind of slick it back. I use styling gel, sporting waves, just to lean it back so it's not popping out. And if I have very curly hair, so if I go through the day without combing it a few times, it tends to do its own thing here and there. So
you had something. What product did you use the other day when it was down? Because when you had a product in, you actually took a lot of the bulkiness down. You chopped it down. It was packed down. It looked a lot cleaner, a lot neater. Was it just regular pomade, or
that's the Sporting Waves?
Sporting Waves. Yeah, that's one of my old-time favorite products. Yeah, that had a real cool look. What's wrong with wearing a do-rag though? Let me back up a minute.
At work, it's more sporty and nothing's wrong. I wear it. I wear them outside of work, just like I wouldn't wear shorts to work. You know, just kind of one of those things.
I've touched on that before. Yeah, there's certain things you do, especially where we work at. A lot of professionals, that come through, and I've never seen anybody come through with a do-rag on where we work at. So we definitely would stand out.
Definitely.
Yeah, we could talk about that for a long, long time with society and how people will judge you, or they will accept you only if you fit their idea of what is acceptable. Yeah, but man, it's 2014, and if you wanna grow out your hair, I think it's becoming more and more acceptable. I think it's going to take some time, but with everything else that's going on in the world and all these laws that are changing, I mean,
if they don't accept my hair, they
accept everything else.
Oh,
but yeah,
that's fun.
Yeah, so you don't have any plans on cutting your hair anytime soon?
No, not anytime soon. I don't know how well the camera zooms in, but you get to a certain age and
I see some gray strands in there.
You have a couple of grays here and there, and I don't want to walk around with long gray hair, and there's nothing wrong with that. I've seen dignified men that can do that, can pull that off. Can I? I don't know. I've never done it. So it's been 10 years since I last had long hair, so it's in fact, I did this initially for this guy right here.
Yeah.
It was not a challenge, but it was a quest. And knowing that I had been there before, at first I was hesitant. I watched this man go through 2 years.
Almost 2 years.
Almost 2 years.
3 months short.
And
2 years.
I don't know. Some might disagree, but I think, your appearance. I was going to say hair can change you, can change how you feel about yourself, how other people feel about you, how they look at you. And your appearance, many aspects and components of your very appearance can do that. I want to give it a shot. I like it. My people want to touch it more now, and especially
that could be a good thing. Could be.
Pull it, hey. Especially different people when you come from different cultural backgrounds and things. I get people outside of my culture, intrigued, or I've never felt curly hair like that. And you can see my skin tone. But what you can't see is I don't have real deep curly hair like some people of my background. I have more straighter curly hair, if that makes any sense.
You don't know the type, right?
My type.
I know there's I'm still trying to figure it out. I've been told I have 3B.
Oh, really?
Maybe 3C. But when it gets thicker, more people with different ethnicities, start getting into the 4s, start getting into more of the Afro type, and the 5s, I think, too.
I didn't know that there were grades.
Yeah, there is different grades.
I just
different
knew
levels.
fine, medium, and coarse.
Yeah. There's, man, they have it labeled A, B, C, depending on the number of coils. Man, it gets all scientific. I don't know it. I just, the past couple of years, I just started kind of,
Looking at it, huh?
Yeah, I'm seeing it in different articles that I'm reading and stuff like that. So, yeah, real quick, P right here is giving me a hard time the past couple of years. The last response I got when I cut my hair. Now he's into computers, into information technology, really up on that type of stuff. And what he said to me with this background, he said, you went from high speed to dial up. He probably forgot about that already, but that stuck me in the heart. It hurt. The wound was still fresh. And he said, I went back to dial. You guys remember dial up, man? That's a serious downgrade.
I couldn't believe that you cut it. I
told you I was like for,
you did
for a while.
You kind of put it off.
Yeah.
A few times, and
big decision.
And then when I came in and I saw that it was gone, I was like, I was sad.
Yeah, man, me too.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, me too.